is Dr. Arun Panda. I'm a facial plastic surgeon and I practice in Mumbai. So we're going to discuss about a very commonly asked question. What's the cost of facial feminization surgery here with us? Now, to talk about the cost, we need to understand a few things. The cost actually depends upon what are the kind of procedures we are going to do in an FFS or a facial feminization surgery. If you see earlier of my video, a few of my videos wherein I have explained what exactly is facial feminization surgery. So just to kind of give a short talk about it. So we do a few surgical procedures on the face to modify a more masculine face into a more feminine face. Okay, so basically what happens is it's a combination of facial plastic procedures like forehead trimming, the supraorbital margin trimming, the rhinoplasty, taking care of the malar area or the zygomatic prominence, and then we're coming back to the lower mid face, the cheek area, and then we're talking about the lower jaw. All these procedures actually, it's almost like, if we count, it's almost like 6 or 7 procedures. So every individual is different. So every individual's requirements are different. Some people need a few surgeries, some people need more of the surgeries. Most of the times what we actually do is when we have patients for FFS, we normally try and divide the whole procedures into 2 parts. In the first session, what we do is basically the upper part, right from the forehead, supraorbital, frontal browsing, the zygoma and the nose. And in the second session, which could be after a week or after a few weeks or after a few months, and then what we do is we do the lower part. Why do we do it? The only reason is once we do the whole of the procedures into 2 sessions, we actually reduce or cut down on the risk factor of general anesthesia. So what happens in that is we do a good job on the upper part of the face, and then we call the patient back for the lower part of the face. The patient is comfortable, the patient recovers faster, and we get much better results at the end of the second surgery. So what happens is the cost, as I mentioned, again depends upon the kind of procedures or the number of procedures we are doing on the face. So if a patient probably wants only the forehead and the lower jaw, the cost reduces. And if the patient wants forehead, brow, zygoma, rhinoplasty, buccal pad fat removal, dimple creation, making the jawline contoured, taking care of the angle, taking care of the chin and other stuffs, so it actually increases the cost because the number of procedures increases. And that I mentioned, when the number of procedures increases, I normally prefer to do it in 2 sittings. The other cost, the other thing which also actually speaks about the cost is the place where we are operating. So we have to understand that when we are doing a FFS surgery, since it's a very extensive surgery, the patient needs an hospital admission for 2 to 3 days. So what happens is it all depends upon the patient, again, in which kind of a hospital, which kind of a nursing home setup the patient wants to go in for. So basically we are talking about the patient going in for a higher grade of hospital or a normal nursing home. There are a lot of factors which actually influence the cost of the facial feminization surgery. So you please feel free to call us, get in touch with us if you have any queries, if you want to understand the cost of the facial feminization surgery in Mumbai. We would be more than happy to help you out and more than happy to offer whatever best we can do. But the only thing what I would like to tell you is, as I mentioned, a handful of surgeons today practice facial feminization surgery in the country. Please choose your surgeon wisely and make sure that you get optimum amount of results, you get the best results rather than compromising on the cost of it. But then cost is definitely important and we are here to help you out. If you have any queries, please try and get in touch with us. We'll be more than happy to respond to you and get in touch with you, and we'll be more than happy to help you in whichever ways we can afford to. Thank you so much. And if you like this video, please do not forget to subscribe and like, and you can see my other videos to explain more about FFS or facial feminization surgery. Thank you so much. Dr. Arun Panda, facial plastic surgeon, Mumbai.